and welcome back to Football Manager 22 with Kings Lynn. And last time we actually haven't had many games since we left off. We played Swindon and then Gateshead, and then we've had 4 games space, and now we're in the second leg of the FA Trophy semi-final. In that time we beat Wealdstone 4-0, we then lost 3-0 to York, then we beat Torquay 3-0 and then lost 1-0 to Dagenham Red. So it's been a real up and down a little bit. The problem being, you might notice that these fixtures have switched. The York match got postponed, which really annoyed me because we then played Wealdstone, York and Torquay basically in the same week. And it was really hard. So I'm glad we got that result, the 3-0, away from home. So this match should... I mean, I'm speaking too early. We'll probably get absolutely smashed now. But hopefully we'll be able to get a win here and then we'll be through to the final. Where we're basically, I think, Southend won 2-3-0 in their game as well against a team which are in the league below. So I feel like we're probably going to be playing Southend, which is a hard final. I hope we can get a win and get a trophy under our belts because we've been playing this for a few seasons now. No trophies. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Torquay. One thing which I have managed to sort out now are contracts. Whoops. Oops. Stop. I didn't want to do that. I don't know what I just did. Might have to undo whatever I just did. So, contracts. We managed to get... Who was it? We got... Olagunju was already... Rhys Davies, Bailey Clements, Max Clayworth and Charles Segoe under a new contract. All 4 of them very essential to us. The players which we don't have under new contract who are leaving are a bunch of loans and then a bunch of players who we A, can't afford, or B, don't need, or have just decided to go. So overall I think we're going to get a fair amount of money for wages just out of this. Just out of there we've got a couple of grand. These guys, and Stefan is a non-contract, so he just kind of gets paid when he plays. But yeah, overall I think we're going to get a couple of grand to play around with salary wise, and all of our essential players are here and under contract. Charles is now happy to stay, so I think the way it worded it was he understands that there are no offers now currently for him. So he is happy to stay at Kings Lynn. So I was like, fair enough. I mean, you're allowed to, but I feel that's a bit harsh of wording. Olagunju still wants to leave for Bolton. I'm not even sure if they are wanting him yet. No, but probably in the future they will be sniffing around because he's had a really good season. Swan's going to go, Fondop's going to go, Coleman is starting more games. He's just tired today, so we can't play him. And talking about who we're going to play, this is the team that we've got going up against Torquay. So we've got Davies in goal, Clements, Olagunju, Clayworth, Mills in defence, Mendel and Young, Barrett, Vince Krause and Segoe, and then Willock up front. So here we go. Hopefully we can get something out of this game. If we throw a 3-0 lead, I'm going to be really upset. Okay, so in we go. I think the guys are used to this formation by now. So that should give us a bit of a step up. We need to show everyone what we're about. There you go. That's motivated everyone. And hopefully that means we'll be able to put in we've even got this little starting graphic and everything. That's the team. What's Torquay lineup look like? So 1 up front, 1 attacker mid, and then 4-4. Okay, interesting. I think that's the setup they had last time we played them. So hopefully, as soon as we're playing at home, we'll be able to get a result here. First chance is a throw into them. Torquay play it down the right, in, but Clayworth clears. Segoe plays it back to Mills, and now we have the ball. Hold on to it. No, hoof it up there. It's really annoying when we do the hoof because it's a bit of a waste really, but it's back with their keeper. Willock closing down. Well played by Clayworth. Segoe coming forward on the right, puts it in. Barrett just over. Those chances I always see. I don't think I've ever seen a header from there go in. The sort of looping header. So but positive movements. Okay, 39 minutes in, a bit of a quiet first half. Goal kick lumped up. Olagunju well played. Vince Krause to Willock. Vince Krause up to Mendel. Mendel all on his own. What's he going to do? He's going to go and do that. He's going to put us 1-0 ahead with a fantastic finish. Awesome setup by Vince Krause. I'm hoping we're going to be able to get Vince Krause on loan, paying none of his wages next season, and we can get Mendel signed when his contract finishes, and we can keep those two playing together. I have a feeling the hardest one is Vince Krause. I don't think he's going to want to come back on loan next season, or even they're not going to want to loan him to us unless we pay like his wages. But it's they've been a good duo for us this season. So hopefully they'll be able to at least win us a trophy this season. That's the hope. Oh, and while I was talking, Torquay have got 1 goal back. Good finish. Kind of sloppy defending by us. We gave him way too much time. Good ball over the top. Olagunju shouldn't have backed up as much as he did. Gave him enough time to set himself and take the shot, but we're still 3 goals ahead. We just need to keep our heads and make sure we don't throw it away. Okay, so happy with the number of shots we've taken. Gotta improve it. Gotta improve it. Gotta improve it. Just gonna have a look. Mills is looking a little bit... we do have Matty Jones who can play right back, but not as well as Mills. I'm gonna give Mills an opportunity to continue the second half, and hopefully he will impress. Young puts a free kick in, and Clayworth. Oh, come on, offside. I was going to just say, we don't usually get goals from him. How did that... Willock? Oh, okay. Olagunju wasted that opportunity for us. He's not been playing fantastic today. I mean, defensively, he's been okay, but he was at fault for the goal, and... Flippin' heck. Was that a clearance? I'm not really sure from Torquay, but we now have the ball. Barrett has it. Back to Clements to... Again, a wayward pass by Vince Krause. He does that. He has fantastic passes, but then sometimes he'll just give it away. Probably being so young, he's still learning his intelligence in the game. Oh my goodness, thank goodness that was offside. It's only been 2 minutes into the second half. Okay, free kick to us again. Looks like Torquay are being a bit rough with us. Willock now has the ball in the area. Olagunju. There's me moaning about Olagunju. Please don't be offside. I don't think it can be because it's played back from Willock. Headed in to give us the goal. Superb play. Young with the sweeping cross in. Willock takes it. I thought he'd taken it too far. Then Olagunju, he's a big boy. He can rise above the rest and get that header. And we're now 2-1 ahead. 70 minutes in. Barrett plays it to Willock. Barrett now has it. Vince Krause on the left. Plays it into Barrett. To Vince Krause again. Willock off the crossbar. Cleared only as far as Mills. And then nothing comes from it. I'm just going to pause it here. 74 minutes in. Barrett is not having a good game. Just going to do a little bit of a switch around to try and make us have the impact still. Zach Mills has actually picked himself up. He's a 6.7. I'm going to keep him on. Who's looking tired though? Who do we have on the bench as well? Potentially, I don't really want to take off the centre backs because they're both having really good games. Everyone's having a really good game, really. I could bring on Rawlinson for Zach Mills, who's got some tired legs. Rawlinson played quite well at right back in one of our other games when he had to fit into that position. I think right back is a position that I need to back up a little bit. Free kick to Torquay, headed out well by Clayworth. Just consistent from him. And then header just wide by them, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, right back seems to be a position that we need to just shore up a little bit. Maybe get a player who can cover, who isn't quite there yet, a young'un, with good potential. The Torquay are now on the attack. They have to do something if they're going to get anything from this game. Let's be honest, they've got to get 6 goals. I think it's 6 goals in order to... oh no, wait, away goal. They might not need as many as 6. But we need to throw this game, basically. Young standing over the free kick with an absolute amazing free kick by Young. 25-yard blockbuster. Pure inspiration from Jack Young. You said it right there in the commentary. Look at that for a finish. Fantastic. I didn't realise Young was that good at free kicks. Looks like Barrett might not be as missed in that regard. I know he plays in a different position, but having someone who can do good free kicks is amazing. We finished off the game 3-1. Could have been 4. Feel sorry that Clayworth didn't get his goal. Fantastic. Even Rawlinson played fairly well after coming on. The only player who didn't play well, Barrett, which is odd because he played really well in the first half, I think it was, the first leg. But that has put us into the final. And the boys have done themselves proud. We've got ourselves a game against Southend. They won 2-0 last against Kidderminster, and now 3-0 away from home. That's going to be a difficult game. Southend, Kings Lynn, in Wembley. I'm looking forward to taking the boys to Wembley though. I will just say, if you notice, we're 2 games in hand against Barnet and only 3 points behind them, so we'll probably go back up to 9th. But because of this cup run, we have fallen behind a little bit in the league. Still nowhere near relegation, so I'm happy. Still in the top half of the table. We probably will be able to claw our way back up to like 8th, 9th. We're definitely not in their playoff contention anymore. But I think this is just a season where it's kind of a weird season. We've got a lot of players who are basically getting poached off us, and I think this is a season where we're financially insecure, the team's a little bit insecure. I think next season will be a season where we settle ourselves down, get settled in the National League, and the season after is when we look for promotion, probably. But who knows? We didn't think we were going for promotion this season, and we were very close until we went for a cup run. So we've got 20 grand for winning that. Very low money compared to like FA Cup and everything, but it's something. And we have a place in Wembley. So love it. And Young, I've got to say, he played absolutely fantastic. What is his free kick taking? Oh, 11. He's not bad free kick taker, to be honest. For non-league, 11's quite high. He's a good player. Glad we have him. We got him on a free. I have a feeling we might get some offers in. He's played really well this season. He does a job as that sort of holding midfield role. So I'm hoping we can keep hold of him as well. Contract's not up, is it? No, we've got 2 more years with him, so that's nice and easy. So yeah, we have finished that game. We now have a game up against scrolling. Eastleigh. So we'll do the Eastleigh game, and then we'll come back for the Barnet and it's unknown. I'm not sure why it's unknown. We're playing Southend, and then the final for the last video of the season, and then we'll do like in that video we'll also do the overview of how we did for the season and all that sort of jazz. So we'll be back in a second for the Eastleigh game. Okay, so we are at the Eastleigh game, literally only 3 days later. So it's a very changed squad. Probably one that we'll lose, unfortunately, because that's just the way it is with the congestion of fixtures. So we've got Davies in goal. Again, he's been solid for us. We actually managed to extend his contract as well for a couple of years. So that is a relief. He's been fantastic for us. 18 clean sheets this season. That's a mad number of clean sheets, really. Brown on the left, Rawlinson and Clayworth in the middle, and Mills on the right. Vince Krause and Coleman in midfield, and Sego, Vukja and Kieta and Willock up front. So a very changed squad. I'm resting Barrett, I'm resting Olagunju, I'm resting Clements, I'm resting Young, and resting Mendel as well. So a lot of players rested for the next game. And I think this is where we struggle because of our wage budget, that we don't have a big enough team to kind of rotate at the moment. So I'm hoping this squad will be able to at least get us a result here. And then next season we're just going to have to build up a few players who can sort of fill in when we have injured or tired players. Okay, first chance, 8 minutes in, is to us. We have the ball from a throw-in, so go now to Brown. Back to Vince Krause. I will say though, there are a few more first team players in it than I did in like the Dagenham Red game, which was in between the two. What a ball forward. And Willock gets himself a goal from a Kieta cross, and we're ahead. So hopefully we can get away with a win here with the kind of cobbled together side, because we did, like I said, we do have some players. When the game in between the two Torquay FA Trophy legs, I basically had no first team players playing, and we only lost 1-0. To be fair, they played pretty well. It's just that they'd never played together, like any of them at all, so it was a little bit of a mess. Okay, their corner, put it in. Clayworth again, dominant in the air, puts it out, but only as far as Fenlon. Another cross looks to come in. Player completely on his own, luckily just over the bar. I think Davies might have had it covered as well. Okay, Vince Krause to Sego. What a terrible challenge. Red card. We've had a lot of red cards against us. I think Sego might be a very foulable player, sort of like a Grealish sort of style, that people love to give him a kick. And I think Vince Krause might be as well. A lot of players taking both of those out. And maybe even Chiesa. They're like fast, a little bit skillful. Coleman with a pretty awful free kick, but Chiesa gathers it back up. He's playing on the opposite wing at the moment. Brown now gathers it. Is he going to run down the wing a little bit? Oh, he's trying. Not quite. Rawlinson heads it in, but it's now Eastleigh on the attack. We're getting back in numbers. Oh, what a challenge by Vulture. Sago through. He can't do anything with it. He can play it back. Vince Krause can't do anything. Sago puts it in, and Chiesa gets a header. Is that onside? No, he was offside. I had a feeling he was. Chiesa especially, wanders onto offside positions so often. There he is, just sitting in his offside position. He's a good player, but I think he's just young, and he does need a little bit of intelligence to his game. Brown now has the ball to go. Brown to Vince Krause. Brown, lovely passing. Chiesa gets it, and off the bar. It's not going to be his day, I feel. He's getting himself in the right positions, just can't get that goal. And it's half time, so I don't think there's anyone I want to take off. We've got a few tired legs in Chiesa and Vince Krause, but I think they'll be able to make it to the end of the game. Just keep doing what you're doing, lads, and we should be able to ride out this result. In it goes, Chiesa with the header, and that one shouldn't be offside. If it is, yes, it counts. I was going to say he's got no luck in this game if that was offside as well, but he deserves a goal for the performance he's put in so far. Good cross in. Chiesa with I don't even think he's that tall. I think he's quite a short player, but he seems to be good at getting those headers. And we're going to see how onside he was. Flipping heck, he was a mile, wasn't he? No problems there. Really well directed header. And it's a little bit of a cushion for us to feel more comfortable in this game. But we can't switch off. A lot can happen in the last, 30 minutes of the game. Their keeper has it now. Good closing by us to get them to panic it back to the keeper. Well played by Rawlinson. Chiesa plays it through to Chiesa again. Oh, what a cheeky finish. This is his game for sure. He's absolutely loving it. Second of the game. Can he get a hat-trick? Be amazing to get a hat-trick from him this season. I really want to get him signed for us permanently. His contract's nearly up. He's wanted, obviously, look at him, he's a quality player. He's wanted by a few French teams. He is a French person, like his nationality is French, so maybe he would be more comfortable going to his home country. You know, he wants to actually leave England and go back, but I'm hoping he has enjoyed playing here enough to want to stay. So we'll just have to see. And we fell asleep in defence there. Griever scores. It was fairly nice passing play. I feel like we probably could have closed them down a little bit better. Brown was out of position, and we had people ball watching in the middle. All three of those defenders just watching Griever get that finish in. We probably could have stopped him. Okay, throw into us. Mills has it. Plays it to Chiesa, but Chiesa I don't think it was that great of a pass. Griever now has the ball. He's holding it up, plays it back, and we are back in position. Hopefully we can get the ball back and mount a counter-attack. Don't let them score a second. We don't want to end this on a 3-2 or 3-3. That would be disappointing. They're just passing it around. Clayworth. Own goal. Not a lot he could have done. Clattered off his shins. And now it's 3-2. Come on, boys. So many chances. I'm trying to make the change. I might just pause it and take Clayworth off. He's tired. Vulture. What a finish by Stefan Vulture to make it. Yeah, no, offside. The camera moves slightly before it went offside. 4-2. Back into a 2-goal lead. Let's just have a look at this. He starts off the move by passing it on to Mills. Mills to Vince Krause. Vince Krause picks him out. He's completely alone in the box. And he makes that finish. He might be worth a contract offer, to be honest. And before it jumps into another, we want to take Clayworth off. He's looking tired. He did make that mistake. Oh man, we've got a lot of tired legs out there actually. Who do we want to take off as well? Could bring on Matty Jones and put him as a deep line defending playmaker. And I don't want to take Chiesa off. He's on a hat-trick. I feel like it'd be harsh. Not really sure if there's any other changes I can make, apart from maybe Fondop up front. Rest up Shea Willock. Yeah, let's do that. And that's full time. 4-2. Helped us with a red card. Willock, Chiesa, and Vulture. So, good day up front for Chiesa especially. Vulture playing really well as well. Two players which, Vulture on a non-contract and Chiesa on loan. Two players which I might want to make permanent depending on what our finances are like. Willock I definitely want to make permanent, just if I can get the contract offer in, if they offer him, if the team he's currently with offer a renewal. Defence played okay. For a second, like this defence is definitely, apart from Mills, is a second team defence. And they let in 2 goals, but other than that, played fairly decently. Davies had another poor game, but overall, over the season, that's one game out of, 40 he's played. I think he's doing alright still. We got a good win. Stopped our bad run of form within the league, because it doesn't really count form within, within the FA Trophy. We had a couple of really good wins, but they were in the FA Trophy, so it didn't count towards our form here. So glad that we're up, back up to 9th. We have a game in hand over basically everyone below us apart from Maidenhead. So we're not going to dip down any lower, but we could potentially, we can't even go above York. We're going to be 9th place. That's kind of a solid position where we are. So let's just quickly have a look at the schedule. So we're going to play the next 2 games off camera. We'll come back for Barnet and Southend. Finish off the season with an FA Trophy final, hopefully a win and a trophy to add to the cabinet. And then we will finish off the season and see what we can do transfer-wise the video after. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Had a really good play this video, didn't we? 3-1 win, 4-2 win. Definitely back on our good form after a little bit of a hiccup along the way. But yeah, we're doing all right, and I think that it's a good end to the season, especially if we can win the final. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you think I should be doing with the squad, anyone I should be particularly looking at getting rid of or bringing in. And yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.